Welcome back to DeFi Chronicles. In this video, I'm gonna show you all you need to know to farm the Starknet Airdrop. So basically every single thing, how to bridge, how to deploy a contract, how you can swap, how you can also farm a lot of projects that are also tokenless, because there is a lot of projects on Starknet that are tokenless. I'm also going to be showing some stats and when I do think we might have the airdrop. So number one, just for you to know, Starknet is just an L2 which uses ZK rollup, which means that they batch the amount of transactions so it can be less expensive. So for example, Ethereum currently is just crazy, like $20-25 just to take one transaction. Actually, I think it was yesterday I was trying to take one and I saw that it was $35, which obviously I'm not going to be paying $35 to take one transaction on Ethereum. On the other hand, Starknet, usually it is around $1, $2, up to $3, worst case scenario. So in comparison, that is actually 10x less expensive than Ethereum. So now let's go ahead and check the funding round to see how much money they're actually worth. If we come here to CryptoRank.io, we can see that the valuation of the project is $8 billion, and that is a lot of money. They're actually worth more than Arbitrum. So that is pretty good, because actually the bigger the project, the bigger the amount of money that we can get for an airdrop. Because in the end, if we're getting 10% of a project that is worth only $1 million, that is just $100,000. But on the other hand, if we get 10% of $8 billion, that is $800 million for the airdrop. So that is a lot of money. So hopefully we can receive something that is pretty good or even better than Arbitrum. So number one, if you want to get involved with Starknet, unfortunately you cannot use MetaMask. You will be using Argent X. This is actually my favorite. There is some other wallets that you can use, but the one that I like the most is just Argent X. I'm just showing it here so you can check the link, which is argent.xyz, so you don't go to a fake link. Once you're here, just download it, add it to your Chrome, and same process. Just create a wallet, save your seed phrase somewhere that nobody can find it, and then you will be bridging some funds. Now we have two options to bridge some funds to Starknet. You can actually use their official bridge, or you can just use a third party. To be honest, I just like using third party. Some people say that it is not taken into consideration, but let's be real. I am on the website, on the Starknet.io website. I clicked on bridge and they are the one adding the third-party bridges. So that's why I'm just using the third-party bridges, because I'm not going to be paying $45, $50 just to bridge some funds. I'm okay with taking that risk. Obviously, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it and use the official bridge, but unfortunately you would have to use Ethereum to bridge the Ethereum blockchain to bridge your funds. So that will cost around $40, $50 per transaction. Now, another thing you need to know is that Starknet uses ETH at the moment. So that means if you're sending some funds, make sure that you're not sending USDC or sending any other token. Make sure that you're using ETH. So whenever you're there, you can actually take some swaps and use your wallet, because if not, you will not be able to pay for your gas fees. So just before I go into some of the features and what you can do on Starknet, let's go ahead and check this. This is a tweet from the laws too, I guess. And I was actually reading this, and I do think we might get the airdrop in 2024 January, because if we check down here, it says January 22nd, 2024, VO, so on and so forth, blah, blah, mainnet, and then we have pending governance vote. And hey, to get a governance vote, what do you need? You need tokens, because you need to be staking. You need to be staking to take some votes. So most likely, I'm really expecting this Starknet airdrop in Q1 of 2024. So you don't really have a lot of time. So hopefully we can get involved with it and also receive a pretty good airdrop. So number one, let's go ahead and bridge some funds. I'm going to show you how you do it. This is usually what I use to bridge my funds, because they are also tokenless. So this is another project that you will be farming, which is OmniBTC. I'm going to add a link in the description so you can join. And I think you get like 50 points when you get, when you're using someone else link for the first time. So once you're here, just click on OmniSwap, then you would choose ETH and then ZK Sync Era. It will ask you to connect your MetaMask, because obviously you will be sending your funds from MetaMask to Starknet. So you need to have your funds on MetaMask first. You can use whatever you like, maybe Arbitrum, Optimism, or any other, and then you'll be connecting also your Origin X wallet. Then, so for example, I had my funds on ZK Sync and I just connected both of my wallets. I choose that and I send my funds. I think I paid like $2 to $3 to receive my funds. So you can see here, let me go and ahead and show you. I have $190, so pretty good. Once you have that, what you need to do is just using some projects. And the good thing is, again, all the freaking projects are actually tokenless. So if we go to DeFi Llama and we click on airdrops right here, and we're going to be scanning for Starknet. Let's go ahead and remove that. We're going to type Starknet. There we go. I'm going to filter by TVL. The first one we have is Jedi Swap, which is tokenless. We have MySwap, also tokenless. ZK Lang, tokenless. 10K Swap, tokenless. Ekubo, I don't know, tokenless. Nostra, I think it is also tokenless. And all of the others. AVNU, it is also tokenless. And by the way, the TVL is showing 0. I don't know why, but I've been using AVNU many times and I've never had any issues. So I'm pretty sure the TVL is actually not 0. But AVNU is a DEX aggregator. So most likely that's why. So number one, let's go ahead and use Jedi Swap. I'm just going to click here so I can go to the right link. I'm going to click on website. And once I'm here, I can come and do some swapping. So I'm gonna open the app. I understand. Connect, Origin X. There we go, connected. So now I can take some swap. You're also able to add some liquidity to the pools, but to be honest, this is something that I don't like to do. I'm gonna select my token, which would be USDC. I'm gonna do 0.07. And let's see how much is that. 142. Great. I'm gonna click on confirm. I'm gonna be confirming here. And let's see, 142. Great. So currently it is 72 cents and the max is 2.16. So after confirming, we can actually check how much I did spend on that. Perfect. Let's go ahead and close that. So we have that on pending. We can check within the wallet right here. So it is still approving and we're basically waiting. Looks like, yep, there we go. Great, 73 cents. So not bad at all. To be honest, currently it is actually even less expensive than ZK Sync, because I was actually using ZK Sync like 1 or 2 hours ago and it was like $2, $1.5 per transaction. So that was quite expensive. So number one, we already have one project farm. And if you're also using OmniBTC to send your funds, that is a second project that you're farming. So number two, let's go ahead and add a third one on the list, which is MySwap. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And as you can see, these projects are pretty big. $8 million in TVL is actually great. Then we have MySwap. Let's go down and check the website. Same process, connected. ETH. What is that? New version. Origin X. Let's go ahead and connect. Since it is the new version, so let's see, connect. Things can bring in caches, it can lead to a loss of all your funds. God damn, I don't like that. Even though I might not, I'm just not gonna use it. ZK Land, since it is a lending platform, it is not something that I'm interested in. So let me just go to 10K Swap, which is most likely, I would say, one of the projects that I like the most. 10K Swap, we're just gonna be using or doing the same process here. We're gonna connect, should be connected because I have used Origin here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So since I have some USDC, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna swap, confirm, And obviously this is a process that if you want to, you can just use 10K swap one day, then you come maybe back tomorrow or a day after, and then you use Jedi swap, and you just continue to do the same process over and over. Ekubo swap is a little bit weird, so let me come here and show you guys how it is. Perfect, so it went through. Let me see if it is coming up here. Looks like it is still confirming. Okay, it is on pending. So in the meantime, come here to Ekubo, which is this project. I think they gave like 25% to Uniswap. So this might be a pretty good project in the future. Actually, the owner or the founder of Ekubo, I think he worked for Uniswap in the past. So that is pretty good. Let's go to website, and we're gonna do the same process. Let me show you how it works. So once you open here, you do have the option to add some funds. Again, adding liquidity, which is something that I'm not really interested in doing. So if you want to do it, just come here, you click, and you add your liquidity if you're good with that. But on my end, what I want to do is, let me go to swap. We are connected. So I'm going to do ETH again for, so they have USDC. Let me just use USDC because I'm comfortable with USDC. I'm just going to do 0.07. And that is 143. We're going to be confirming the transaction once again. And all of that, we're adding a lot of volume, just a lot of volume on this. And let's see. Now it is pending. So as you can see, we're already used many projects. The other one that we can use is AVNU. Go ahead and close some of them here. And then we're going to move to deploying a token. Let's go to website. Whenever this decides to load. Let me close this. Perfect. We're done here. Let me see if I can find AVNU. That was /Ekubo. So this is another thing that you can do. Let's see. Let me go ahead and connect my wallet. We are connected, so I'm gonna do 100% here. And again, this is because I know I'm gonna get those comments. No, you shouldn't be just swapping back and forth ETH and USDC. No, this is just for the video. This is not something that I do on a daily basis. If I wanna use it, maybe I would use some other tokens. Maybe I would wait just for a few days, but obviously I'm not gonna be waiting a few days because I have to do a video. So you're gonna be swapping for ETH again. So this is another project that is also tokenless. Let me go ahead and confirm right here, and perfect, we're done with it. So we already farmed 4 projects. Now the other one that you can deploy a token, which is something very important, and it looks like you might get some more rewards because it will show that you are a developer. So you can go to thirdweb.com, and then once you're here, you will click on deploy. Obviously you will have to connect your wallet and create an account. Then we're gonna do explore. Let's see, and we will look for token. Once we have token, let's see if it is available for Starknet. ZK sync. See, usually it gets a little bit slow here. Starknet. It is actually not showing. How fun. So you should have the option to deploy it on third web. Looks like no. Merkley. Let's check Merkley if we're also able to use it. ZK Sync, Linea. No, actually no. I would have to check which one I used to deploy the token and add the link in the description then, because I'm not going to be doing all that process again. So let's go ahead and move to the other one. Then we have Starknet ID, which is obviously just adding an ID on Starknet, what you can do is come here, write something dumb, and then check if it is available. If you only add 2 letters, it is actually super expensive. But if you add more letters, it will cost you 0.009 ETH. So if I go back, let's say I type dc.stark, you will see that it is pretty expensive, 0.24. And here you can actually set up the years that you want to register, and obviously it will go up in price. So this is something pretty important that you could be doing. Also, I already have some IDs on many wallets, because you guys know that I have several wallets that I'm farming. So you can come here and also do that. If not, you can also go to unframed.co and also purchase some NFTs, which is again pretty simple. Just come here, check some of them. They have Spock, Starknet ID. So if you want to purchase the ID from somebody else, you are able to do so. Then we have Stark Punks, some Star Rock, Brickset. These are the quest, and Dreamy Buddy, I guess. So let's check here. Let's see if I can get the pricing. 0 ETH, so $1.91. So again, not bad at all, to be honest. It is super inexpensive. So this is something that you can do right here. So this is another one, 191. But obviously these are just numbers. So if you want to get something with letters, probably it will cost you way more than that. Let's see if I can find something else. No, a shitload of letters. That's it. So yeah, so if you want one that is actually less expensive, you can just come here, purchase it, and you will be able to use it as your ID. So you will have an NFT and also use it as your ID. If not, you can just come here and purchase some NFTs like Spock or Dreamy. So let's go ahead and check Dreamy, which the floor price is 0.03, which should be around $40, $50, more or less $60, give or take. Yeah, around 60, more than 60. Let's see. I think that was the price, 0.35. Oh, $72. So $72. So if you want to purchase an NFT, you can actually come here and do that. I do think these Starknet quests should be less expensive. Probably a few bucks, $19. So yeah, it is less expensive. I do own some of these, but unfortunately these are actually not available to mint anymore. So great. And let's see what else we can do. Also, there is a pretty good thing we can do, which I already explained in the past, which is DApp radar. If you come here, no, not DApp radar. It was Dappland. There we go, Dappland. You go to Dappland and you can actually check some Starknet. So here we have many. You can see AVNU. We have Brick, which is an NFT that you can create by placing like bricks. We have DeFi options, gaming console, Starknet DevNet. Let me check that out. Ekubo Element, which is an NFT platform. Great, so here you can actually just come and check all of these projects, and if there is something that you actually like, you can just go ahead and use it, so you can have a lot of diversification within your wallet. So let me come here and check this out. And advanced local network to oops. And let's see what we get. No, actually it wasn't this one that I used in the past. It wasn't this. Never mind. But hey, here you can actually come check all of the information and see what you could actually work or maybe take a few transactions. And lastly, since we are already at 19 minutes, let me go and show you the next one that you can use to check ZK Sync. So you can check your stats. Let's see if mine are already coming up. You just need to copy your wallet address. So let's go ahead and do this here. We switch to Starknet. We placed it, scan, and in a few seconds, hopefully you can check all your stats. So let's see, my score. Okay, so my volume currently is at $597. Active 7 minutes. My wallet is pretty old because I created that wallet many months ago, 4 months. Interactive contract, so that means platform that I have used is 8, interaction is 15, NFTs I'm holding 2, and fees is at $16. So that is the amount of fees that I have spent. Then we have bridge deposit, which is obviously on that wallet I haven't bridged using the official bridge, so that's why I have 0. But hey, I have been using OmniBTC and many others, so again, if you want to use the main bridge, go for it. But if not, I do think it is okay to just not use it. This is just using some simulation, so if you like Arbitrum, just showing that I have used it for 2 distinct months, more than 4 transactions, more than 10, I still don't have more than 25, and so on and so forth. So basically it is showing that my total points is 5, max 15, total reward might be 2,215, but obviously this is just using the Arbitrum simulation and the amount of money or the amount of tokens that we got for the Arbitrum. You can use many others like Optimism, Celestia, and many others. So there you go. Super simple. I do think this is something that you can do in 1 day and obviously come back to it after a week just to continue to add some more volume. So there you go. If you have any questions, any suggestion, maybe any other platform that I could check, let me know in the comment section. And if this content was valuable enough, please share it with a friend. Subscribe, like. Happy farming, guys.